Wow. I wish you told me about your concerns earlier, because Jesus Christ.
What happened?
Well, Vivian went from somebody that made a lot of sense to someone that I quickly realized was telling me what I wanted to, so she could get the position, and her ability to flow any sort of like semblance of a conversation is shit.
I'm about to cry.
I'm just wasting my time talking to a bunch of nuts.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen. Yeah. This. I don't even know how a better way to say it. I think I said it the best way I could. She's entirely. She leadership wise, it's not there.
No.
It's just not there leadership wise.
If you can't understand 3 sentences, how the f you gonna be the goddamn chief?
Amen.
How do you forget? How do you forget? Like shit. Like I don't get it. And so I'm gonna be putting. I need you to keep this to yourself.
Okay.
Tilly Winters is gonna become the chief of police. The ass chief is gonna become the effective chief of police until I put that PD together in my vision.
Okay. So the current chief of police will be the ass chief?
Pretty well, effectively, right?
Okay.
Because there is zero definition for what a chief of police is.
Wait, Tilly, like the
receptionist.
The old receptionist?
Yeah. My right hand woman.
Is she qualified? Like, I'm not saying
Literally
not any
eyes. No, I mean, literally anybody can be the chief of police. That's the beauty of this new constitution. I get to appoint whoever the fuck I want as long as they got a clean record. And
right,
so
true,
with Tilly in place, I can then place anybody in that ass chief position via her and then put together the PD until it's working, and then Tilly steps aside and everyone gets upgraded.
And then, so the assistant chief would then be the chief again, and then. Okay.
Yeah, now you might be wondering why this is the case, and it's because there's no other way. The LSPD's fucked. They're all a bunch of they're all this like one little clique, and they literally I don't think know anybody outside of it.
Oh my god, you know the Good Old Boys Club? Oh my god. You know about it. Oh.
Well, I don't even think it's boys this time. It's the Good Old Girls Club.
It's listen, it's Viv, it's Anita, and it's fucking Sky.
Well, it goes further than that.
Threat.
Goes further than that. The one person, you know, I had 2 things. I said, find me a shift to someone to lead shift to that is new. And she goes and picks fucking Ruby.
Oh.
How do you listen to the one thing that I asked? Just go and put a structure together and you pick fucking Ruby again. The reason that I ran for mayor, the reason people wanted me to run for mayor, and you go pick her? Like, are you crazy? Like, what better way to fucking burn yourself?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's one hell of a shakeup, though, Mr. Mayor. I'm not gonna lie to you. That Tilly one is one hell of a. I mean,
I know he likes Ruby. I know he does.
I'm down to see how it goes, but as long.
What are your thoughts on Ruby, then?
My thoughts on Ruby?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never had a situation with her. The only situation I had with her was.
You know what happened yesterday?
What happened yesterday?
You know the Cheng Gang. Yeah, you know them.
Oh, I know them.
You know the Cheng Gang.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know the Cheng Gang.
You know these guys. They robbed the bank, right? Okay. Did you know they shot cops? They wiped the PD yesterday.
Yesterday.
2 days ago, actually. Sorry, 2 days ago.
No, I did not know that. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Okay.
No, they didn't do that. Instead, they swapped in 20 different cars.
Okay.
2-hour chase.
Okay.
Which one do you think is more believable, A or B?
What shift were you in?
Shift 2. Which
I'm
one?
not
20
gonna lie,
cars or
the
wipe
wipe-
the cops? Which one?
Say again?
Which one?
I think I
20
think the
cars or wipe the
cops.
cops, then?
I think the wipe the cops is more believable.
Guess
to be
what?
honest
It
with
was neither of those two.
Oh.
Instead, what they did is singular vehicle, multiple bags. They threw them
Yep.
out the car, so the cops had to figure out which bag had the money.
you. Okay.
They tried to do something a little unique, you know? No car
Yeah.
swaps. No shooting the cops. And they went, ran the DNA, and put up a fucking warrant. Now you tell
off
me, when you do that, what happens next?
I mean, that means we'll go after him. I mean, it goes up. Wait, they put up. Did he get arrested for that warrant?
They decided to all have bags, throw a bunch of empty bags out, and
Yep.
one of them had the cash. And they went and grabbed the bag, ran the DNA, and threw up a fucking warrant. What is that gonna make that crew do?
Some pepper jack cheese rat hole type shit now.
They're gonna become more ratty, more violent, because you are sending the fucking signal that you want it.
What was it? Just off the DNA? That's it? Nothing else?
Yes.
No, the prong. Nobody saw him. Nobody.
Ruby wrote it and McNulty signed it. At what point are these fucking leaders that are making this fucking city safe? At what point do you have to sit motherfuckers down and tell them to use their fucking brains?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a quick little conversation with Chief Barrick a couple days ago. I told him to pull the trigger on some things, but hopefully I will see if he listens to me, right? I told him he needs to make demotions a regular thing. Not saying McNulty should get demoted. I'm talking about other people, but because at that point then you can see who actually are leaders and who can actually help, because there's some things that are happening that shouldn't be happening, and it's stupid. I'm just surprised that even got signed, especially for McNulty. That's actually very surprising.
The guy is a fucking cock guzzler. He's good on patrol, all right? But this is the same fucking bozo that screams at people to get out on patrol and exhausts them. You know, Decker is sitting there. He tells me yesterday, all right? He tells me, no, not yesterday, 2 days ago, that it's just the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I went and sat in a cop car, and there was 9 fucking cops on a D-boost. At some point, like, there needs to be some semblance of critical thinking. That when you see this dog shit of a car that is worth probably $10,000 with 9 units, it was 8 fucking vehicles and a bike. And you know what the response was when I'm like, why is this happening? They said, well, they got supercars. You stupid, brainless fucks. If you have a bunch of grinders taking this supercar on a D-boost, just give it to them. Because if you take your entire police force and exhaust it on that bullshit, then don't be surprised when they're fucking cooked when it actually matters.
Yeah. That's
that
what I'm
you
saying.
send a signal that the criminals start continuing to escalate.
Yeah, allocating assets. You're telling me you're preaching to the choir. I've seen people not pursue a cash exchange because we don't have 6 units on there, but we have 3. I'm like, listen, one person can take the hostage, 2 people.
Yes, exactly. What do you lose? You don't lose anything, because the only organization that is able to control their force is the police department. You can never control the gangs. They're uncontrollable.
Amen.
They will do whatever the fuck they want. And the problem is that this basic premise cannot be understood because there are a bunch of retail workers running the fucking police department that want to argue that you cannot return something because it's slightly opened.
Yeah.
There is no expectation to train them because they only know how to say fucking no and come up with a fucking reason as to why they were gonna hold that fucking position. And I'm fucking done with it. I have wasted way too much breath. And that's why that entire fucking thing is gonna be tore the fuck down. I cannot be opening up dispensaries and grow houses. I cannot be trying to get these more businesses up and going when these brainless fucks are probably gonna go take DNA off of someone's like chip bag and raid a business and then cause World War III for like an unnecessary, unconstitutional raid.
Yeah, you got a point there.
If I can't even have a conversation that can be retained by a chief of police, then why would I ever pick them? You know, this fucking dumb fuck told me, like, oh, you don't trust me that I can't change her? I don't know who the fuck you are. I just know that you can't listen. And you cannot comprehend that you are nothing more than a fucking toddler asking to go to fucking Toys R Us, but Toys R Us got shut down 5 years ago. How the fuck are we gonna buy you any toys there? Yo, thank you, Tico, for the 20 gifted subs.
You know, I just wish Aziz was here for this. Rest his soul.
I know. I would have made him chief in a fucking heartbeat. And now this is where I am now. I finally understood yesterday why Max picked Beric. He may do a lot of dumbass shit. All right. But at least this fucking guy can comprehend a conversation and not hear what they fucking want and run with it. I have these fucking clowns talking about micromanaging as if they have even a semblance of running anything to know what the fuck that phrase even means.
Amen. Amen.
Like, do you not understand how fucking organization works?
Nino, can I say one thing real quick? You know that PNT situation I was talking to you about in the office? That idea that I've been preaching for 8 months?
Yeah.
They finally implemented it and everything's moving accordingly.
After talking to Beric, yeah?
Yeah, this was, after talking, I didn't even mention that to Barrick, but it was implemented like 3 days ago. Now that full officer.
By the way, guys, this is all RP, all right?
Cadets, because some cadets just sit in the queue forever because
this is Nino's crash out moment
a lot better
leading up to tomorrow.
Or not. It's working marvelously. There's people out on fucking patrol.
Good.
It's like 7 months to listen to me. 7 months.
It doesn't matter. They are so hard set on what they believe that they will fucking, and I cannot handle that. Okay, and I am fucking glad. I am fucking glad then, because it's just
Jesus Christ, that's your third cigarette, sir. You doing I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
I want you to comprehend that I've wasted so many fucking dozens of hours of my fucking life before the campaign and after the campaign, ignoring the citizenry by a bunch of fucking toddlers that think I owe them something. Them, not the city. Them, the police force, not the people that they look after. And that's my fucking problem. That it's they operate like a bunch of fucking spoiled little brats. Like a fucking minor league team that thinks that they're owed the World Series. Suck my dick. Den, listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Don't ever lie to me. I want fucking honesty.
I have no point in lying to you. There's no point. There's no point in lying to you.
How did it get leaked?
What?
The Hydra raid.
I don't know. Flipper was calling me all day that day, and I'm like, they know something's off, and I was trying to warn them not to do that day. Nobody listened to me. You know what's crazy? I even warned. I told Viv not to do it that day. She blessed it off anyways. She brought cadets in to do it.
Yeah. You know, I kept brushing shit off. You know, from the moment I said it, it was like taking the most raw, like the least blemished fucking apple and saying, you know what, this might be good enough to make a pie with. But holy fuck, the thing had a fucking, not even a worm, it had a fucking rat inside. And I can't believe I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong. Who do you think in the PD leaked it?
You think somebody in the PD leaked it?
How else would it have gotten out then?
I thought it was, I was assuming it was Calpred. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, he was in the PD. Would he have known?
Yeah, he would have known because he was there for the briefings also.
Who else could it have been?
That's it. There's no one else I could assume that would have done it.
Let me ask you a question, then. What would happen if somebody, if I asked you for someone's warrant, like, for example, Susie Carmichael.
Yep.
And I was the lawyer. Can I know what that warrant's for?
If you're a lawyer?
Yeah.
You would have to FOIA every, no, I'll have them talk to the person that made the warrant.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it'll be up to them,
and
right?
what if it got out anyways? What if you texted someone their warrant and what it's for?
Well, that's a no-no because that's not within our SOPs to do that. It shouldn't be doing that.
And what would happen if you're a command member?
Well, there's definitely got to be some kind of like that's.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, it depends on how severe the warrant is. That's almost like making active investigate. That's really bad.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy. You know, I wanted Peters to be the ass chief. He's kind of a crackhead, but you know, he's
he gets shit done though.
He gets shit done. He does. And you know what happened the moment I recommended that name? Because I wanted to make sure that the LSPD had a little bit of fucking flavor in it, not just a bunch of fucking self-serving bozos.
Right.
You know what happens? Vivian goes and starts like looking up everything about she starts doxing him. Like
about Peter?
In the city. Yeah. Fucking looking up this report, that report. She's calling me up. Oh my God, do you know about this? Do you know about that? Like,
no fucking way.
And that's when I started to feel like very just like, who is this person? Like, what do you like? What is your intent? Like, as if I can't read it, you know, like as if like it's crazy to me. Then, like, imagine being that fucking oblivious. Like, you think you're so fucking coy that when you're calling me and like, oh my God, Nino, did you know? Like, oh my God, there's this report and that report. Like, do you think I don't know what you're trying to do? You're finding a reason to cast him out. Like,
before you were mayor, I said, be careful or the power hungry fucks that are going to try to, I told you there's going to be a power vacuum and be careful of the power hungry. I said this right next to the old the next courthouse down the pedestrian across the way in the car, which I was like, please be careful.
Yeah. There was no chance. There was no opportunity. It was like a fucking vulture. Where have we forgotten where we live? We live in fucking Los Santos. We live in fucking Los Santos. And if your first reaction is let me find all the dirt on this guy,
yep.
But then you're willing to go throw Ruby into the mix. And look, I know you like her, right? She's not a bad person. I don't even hate her.
Yeah.
Okay? And I don't think she should leave. But she is the epitome of what needs to change.
The one time I lost faith is when they told me that me shooting somebody with a knife that came forward towards me after being warned over 7 times in front of multiple people and was recorded. They called it an execution. I was then like, okay, I already see what's going on here. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. It was one of if I speak moments.
There is something about being critical about options, right? But when you're being hypercritical about one person, but ignoring the other, it stands out. When you say this person is perfect, but the other person, you're fucking looking into their entire life, it's fucking disgusting.
Yep. I also talked to I talked to Barrick about that. I told him the other day, I was like, listen, man, I don't think she should be lieutenant. Nakota should be that spot.
No.
And watch how it all changes completely in shift 1. Once again, I can't talk about the other shifts, right? I can only speak about shift 1.
Look, there's a lot of changes coming. And it's gonna be like Thanos' snap. But I need this PD to last a long time.
Yep.
If it's left the way it is, it's only going to be a matter of time. So, just be prepared.
Okay. Yes, sir. Do I have to keep an eye out for somebody? Like, if you know somebody else is leaking shit?
Leaking shit, or generally, causing turmoil.
Okay.
Look, I don't expect cops not to be friends with people with felonies.
Okay.
I think people are gonna do things like Peters did the other day. All right.
What'd he do?
He did some shit.
Okay.
I don't even give a who then decide to go pit someone into a wall. This is Los Santos. 150 miles an hour, beat him with a thing, you know, whatever. We need Dens. But when Den's Shiesty singled out, all right, but everyone else acts like they're God's gift to the earth, that's when there's an issue. But I don't think they're going to realize that. Everyone stinks, even mine. But that's mostly because Tilly pisses in on the bed, but that's another story altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is there, if there's anything you need to talk about, feel free to give me a call.
All right, understood, sir.
All right.
Yep, just let me know, okay?
I appreciate you coming out.
Of course, anytime. Just let me know.
Yeah.
I got you, sir.
Will do.
You take care, Mr. Mayor.